I've called the Pine Valley Inn, and I've called Wild Wind, but Dimitri hasn't heard from him.
Ted was here, but he left a while ago.
Oh, I think he's trying to drive me insane. He disappears just when I need him.
So why don't I look for him?
Oh, yes, please. And if you find him, send him to me.
Now, you just rest easy.
No, I cannot rest until I found him.
Okay, don't worry. I'll look for him.
Oh, thank you, Edmund. Oh, thank God.
What? What's wrong?
No,
the doctor say something? Are you okay?
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
You sure as hell don't look fine. I'm getting...
No, don't you dare move. Oh, I've got something so important to tell you.
You know, you and Dixie are beginning to worry me. All this talk about Tad, it can't be healthy for you.
Well, I don't know. Is it more healthy to pretend we've forgotten him?
Well, you struggle so hard to accept his death. I'm just wondering if perhaps you
Oh,
just
not now. Look at here. We made a whole plate of fruit and raisins and a little yogurt.
Oh, good. All my favorites. Can't wait to taste them.
We looks like we
this
got a
looks
real
good.
California-style soup here. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Since when
Those
did you
are
turn
bananas.
into a fruit?
Hi.
Hey!
You okay?
Sure, yeah. Look who's here.
Oh, well, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I better go then. I'll see you later.
Oh, no, wait, Brian.
No, we can't buck the judge. And if the kid's here, I gotta go.
All right, but wait just a second, please. I have to tell you about Tad.
Oh, thank God.
What? Are you all right? The doctor say something?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
You don't look fine. I'm gonna need a nurse.
Don't you dare move. Oh, I have something so important to tell you. I know about your girl.
Mother, baby, just lie back, relax. You've been thinking about the girl?
Your girl, the one you remember.
You're not supposed to be sitting there fixating about this. You're supposed to relax. You're supposed to get better. You're not supposed to be obsessing about my love life.
No.
Mother,
You're not
if I'd
going
known
to
you were going to
believe
do this, I
this.
would never have told you in the first place.
Darling, be quiet. Let me tell you.
I know what you're going to tell me. Don't give up on trying to find her. I won't.
No.
I promise. No. Listen, message received and noted, okay?
You okay?
I would be if I could just get a word in edgewise.
Mother, listen to me. I'm serious. You have to be calm.
But darling, be quiet. Let me tell
Listen,
you.
she's been pretty stressed out trying to reach
No
you.
kidding. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, let me tell you. You have to listen to me.
You didn't see Tad again.
No, I didn't. You'll be happy to know this, that you are not dealing with a crazy person. I thought I saw Tad, but I didn't.
Ryan!
Hey, bud. Come here. How you doing?
You come here to play with me?
Oh, boy, I sure would love to, but I can't this time. I'm in a monster rush.
Brian has to go, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Why don't you want to play with me anymore?
Well, I do, Squirt. I do. I mean, I have big fun with my best bud. You know that. But one of the bad things about being a grown-up is that you have to do a lot of things that are no fun. And they take up a lot of your time.
Yeah, and
You know
anyway, it isn't playtime right now. Anyway, it's snack time.
I want another
I'm
great big
starving.
helping
Come
of
on,
that
let's go
yogurt.
have some of that yogurt.
I have to get out of here.
Look, Brian, just first let me tell you.
Can it just wait until later, please?
No, really. You'll be very glad to know this, that you... I'm not losing my mind.
I never thought you were.
Oh, come on. I'm seeing Tad. I mean, come on. You must have had your doubts.
No, Dixie, stress makes people think a lot of things, and you're dealing with a ton of it, so...
What I'm dealing with is a look-alike.
Come again?
Do you remember how... No, wait. I had left a photo album on the coffee table, and Opal was looking at it, and there was a picture of me and Tad and Junior. So Junior sees this picture, and he points to the picture, Tad, and he goes, that's him.
So...
Wait, no. Do you remember when Junior wandered off in the park? Okay, he was sure that it was Tad who found him in the park.
So?
So we know who found him in the park. It was Mrs. Orsini's son, Ted.
So you... Oh, you think maybe...
No. I know this for sure. I mean, here, I'm thinking I'm seeing Tad, and Mr. Orsini had dropped his wallet there. Do you remember that?
Yeah, oh, okay, so he went to look for it.
And I saw him. This whole thing was just a total coincidence. Mr. Orsini just happens to look a lot like Tad.
This is important.
Mother, I'm sure it is, but you've got to cool down.
Now.
Look, whatever she has to say, you better let her tell it.
Fine, she can lecture me senseless just as soon as we get the little blitz under control.
Can't wait.
Mother, listen to me. It's gotta wait, okay? You are going to be fine. You have plenty of time.
No,
Listen,
you have to know.
Mother, just don't talk till we get a nurse in here, okay?
The girl.
Edmund, get her,
the girl
quick.
you remembered.
Hurry!
You have to hear this.
Don't talk. For God's sake, can we get somebody in here?
Clear.
Oh, my God.
Go get her back.
Sodium bicarbide V push.
Clear.
Okay, we converted her. Somebody take a blood gas and read me a BP.
She's back in normal sinus rhythm.
So it was just a case of mistaken identity. I mean, how simple can you get?
You're not off your gourd. This gourd is completely intact.
That's right. Thank you, Doctor.
What do we do about Junior?
Well, I am just going to have to find a way to make sure that he knows that you love him without making him feel like you're rejecting him.
Are you going to tell him the truth?
That it's against the rules for you to see him? I don't know. Do you think I should?
Well, if you want to keep it secret from Adam.
I don't like to weigh Junior down with a whole lot of secrets. I could tell Adam.
Yeah, and you could also dive in front of a truck.
Oh, please, come on. I mean, it was just a total accident. I mean, how were you supposed to know that Junior was here?
Yeah, well, you know, any normal person would know that and understand that, but...
Right, but when I'm dealing with Adam, he's not a normal person. Every time I treat him like a normal person, I end up feeling like a total idiot.
My advice, don't tell him.
You're right. I'm just gonna have to figure out some way, without bringing up this court stuff, of making Junior feel like he can just be quiet about it, right?
Do you think you can figure out some way to let him know how much I miss him?
I'll give it a shot.
Would it be all right if I said goodbye?
I think he'd be crushed if he didn't.
Junior! Come give me a big hug for the road. Oh, huge hug.
When are you going to play soccer with me again?
Oh, as soon as I can. I promise, as soon as I can.
I'll get it.
We haven't done this.
Wait till you look at the doors, Junior.
Taller than the donut.
Mrs. Young. Good evening. I thought I'd stop by for my final evaluation interview. Oh, I can see that I've picked a bad time. You have to believe me, this is not what it looks like.
Supposing, for the sake of argument, that what you say is true. You came to the door and quite unexpectedly discovered that the child was here.
Yes, that is exactly what happened. Junior heard Brian and he came running over here because Junior loves Brian and he wanted to play with him. I mean, what's Brian supposed to do? Just say no and turn around and walk out?
In a word, yes. Instead, you proceeded to violate both the letter and the spirit of the ruling.
All right, maybe the letter, but certainly not...
Mr. Bodine wasn't barred from visiting hours as a puritanical punishment. He was asked to remove himself to make things simpler for your son. The object was to avoid confusing the child during this difficult time.
I really understand that.
Apparently you don't understand, and neither does Mr. Bodine. If you did, you wouldn't have engaged the child, inciting him to play.
This is ridiculous.
Well, I'm sorry you don't understand the ruling. Well, maybe the ruling doesn't make any sense. Unlike you, Brian has human feelings. Unlike you, he can't stand to see a child hurt.
What's the matter, Mommy?
Hey, baby, come here. Nothing's the matter. Nothing's the matter at all.
Mrs. Young, allow me to show you to the door.
You have no right.
I have every right. This is my family.
The care of this child...
Yes, well, for someone supposedly concerned about this child, you certainly don't mind exposing him to a petty bureaucrat. Mrs. Young, you have the sensitivity of a mollusk.
Well, I never...
No, I don't suppose you ever have. No doubt that's why your face is so pinched. Good night.
Well, Palmer, I don't know. I got a queasy feeling you shouldn't have talked to her quite like that.
Opal, I don't think it would have mattered what any of us said or did. I think Mrs. Young had her mind made up the minute I opened the door.
I can't stay here. I gotta get back there. What happens?
Listen, the doctor and the nurses know exactly where we are.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about her. She was gone. Didn't you see her face? She died, Edmund, and I'm the reason. She got so caught up in me and my problems, her heart stopped.
You know, if your mother could hear you right now, guilt is stupid. Plus, it's useless.
It's true. I'm the reason.
You are the chief reason that Nola's living right now, okay? She adores you. You're terrific with her.
Too much worry.
The problem isn't worry. The problem is her heart.
I can't lose my mother, Edmund. I can't.
Listen, we gotta just sit this one out, okay? So, why don't we just...
What? Pray?
Maybe. Just talk. Yeah, why don't we talk about your mom, okay?
Brought her out of cardiac arrest, but I don't think we're out of the woods.
These are her readings since the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Martin, we have an ICU room ready. Easy.
It's okay. Martin?
I'm Ruth Martin, and I'm going to take very good care of you. Only please, don't talk, all right? Just try to relax.
Didn't I tell you? Tad's last name was Martin. His mom, Ruth, works here too.
Dixie?
Dixie, I'd be happy to call her if you'd like.
My son.
We'd rather you didn't speak right now, Mrs. Orsini. You need to get your rest. We're going to be moving you back to ICU in a few minutes.
My son.
Don't worry about Ted. He's down the hall and he's with his friend.
Dixie?